It's Andrew here. Today's video is about what is an isolation exercise and when's the best time to do it. So an isolation exercise is the movement of only one joint. A compound exercise is the movement of two or more joints. But the distinguishment is just compound, two or more joints can move, and in isolation only one joint can move. Because in both compound and isolation exercises, more than one muscle can work. Sometimes you hear that you might hear people say isolation exercises, only one muscle works. But for example, the dumbbell fly, your chest muscles and your anterior deltoid muscles work. So that's obviously more than one muscle working there. But the only joint that's moving is your shoulder joint, as your elbow joint staying stable in the dumbbell fly exercise. But as in bench press, you have three muscles working, three muscle groups: your chest muscle groups, your anterior deltoids, and your triceps. But there's two joints working. You're moving at the elbow joint and the shoulder joint. That's the reason it's called a compound exercise as opposed to an isolation exercise. But when should we apply isolation exercises in our program or in our workout session? Say if we're doing an upper body session, so apply them at the end as opposed to the start. The reason why is if you apply them at the start, you got to think about what exercises have the most bang for their buck. So compound exercises, they move more joints, they're more closely related to sport performance, as in bench press. It's more of related to a pushing action than isolation exercise would be. And also you're going to load up more on the compound exercises, so you need more energy for the compound lifts. So do them at the start, their main priority. That's where you want to get your that's really what you're working for, your strength and your power and proper strength really. But then isolation exercise, when you're proper spent and fatigued after doing maybe a few compound exercises in your upper body session, such as your bent over rows, military presses, bench press, and lat pull downs, for example, then you'll do your isolation exercises because you're fatigued. You've already gave it your all. Now you just want to get some more volume in, and that's where the isolation exercises come in handy. And but listen, they're good because you can get more volume in, which will help increase the size of the muscle again. And the bigger the size of the muscle, the more opportunity for force production. So isolation exercises, definitely get them in if you want to get more volume in at the end of your session and you want to put up some size, muscle, and mass. Thanks for listening.